Welcome, everyone. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey to uncover one of the most incredible transformations in history, the story of Apostle Paul. From a fierce persecutor of Christians to one of the most devoted apostles of Christ, Paul's life is a testament to the transformative power of faith. So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's dive deep into the life and legacy of this remarkable man. To understand Paul's transformation, we first need to understand his roots. Born as Saul of Tarsus, he was a Jew by birth, a Roman citizen, and a Pharisee trained under the respected teacher Gamaliel. Saul was deeply committed to the Jewish law and traditions, which shaped his worldview and fueled his opposition to Christianity. Saul was no ordinary man. He was a rising star in the Jewish hierarchy, zealous in his mission to protect the faith. But why was Saul so opposed to Christians? To Saul, Christianity was a direct threat to Judaism, claiming a crucified man was the Messiah. To him, this was heresy, and it was his duty to stamp it out. Saul's transformation began during one fateful journey to Damascus. On his way to persecute Christians, Saul encountered a blinding light and heard a voice, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" This moment was pivotal. Saul asked, "Who are you, Lord?" The response, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting." Can you imagine the shock Saul must have felt? Everything he believed was turned upside down in an instant. Saul's encounter left him blind for 3 days. During this time, he neither ate nor drank, reflecting deeply on what had happened. This was not just a physical blindness, but a symbolic one. Saul's old worldview had been shattered. Enter Ananias, a disciple in Damascus. Imagine his fear when God commanded him to go and heal Saul, the man known for persecuting Christians. But Ananias obeyed. Ananias laid hands on Saul, and something like scales fell from Saul's eyes. He regained his sight, was baptized, and immediately began preaching about Jesus in the synagogues. Talk about a 180-degree turn. From a fierce persecutor to a bold preacher of the gospel, Saul, now Paul, began a mission that would change the world. So what truly drove Paul to change? Was it fear? Was it the undeniable encounter with Jesus? Or was it a combination of events leading up to this moment? Paul's rigorous upbringing, his passion for the truth, and his encounter with Christ all played a role. But the key was grace. Paul realized that salvation came not through the law, but through faith in Jesus. This realization would shape Paul's theology and fuel his missionary journeys. Paul's transformation didn't just change his life, it changed the world. Over the next several decades, Paul embarked on 3 major missionary journeys, spreading the gospel across the Roman Empire. Through his letters, Paul addressed theological questions, encouraged struggling churches, and laid the foundation for Christian doctrine. His writings still inspire millions today. What can we learn from Paul's story? First, no one is beyond redemption. Paul's transformation reminds us that even the most unlikely individuals can be instruments of God's plan. Second, an encounter with the divine can change everything. And finally, Paul's life challenges us to examine our own convictions and ask, are we living out our faith boldly? Paul's story is not just ancient history, it's a call to action for all of us. Paul's journey from persecutor to apostle is one of the greatest stories of transformation. It's a testament to the power of faith, grace, and the boundless possibilities of a life surrendered to God. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into Paul's life. What are your thoughts on his transformation? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who needs a reminder that change is always possible. And stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore Paul's teachings and their impact on Christianity. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep growing.